guys, what's up? Master here, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make your own AI assistant using Python. So for this thing we will divide the whole project into two parts. First I'll tell you the greet function and how the AI speaks and all that stuff, and second part I'll tell you how to add more functions, functionalities and all that stuff. But first, for this thing we need to install few modules. So to install some modules, we'll type in the search bar cmd and open our command prompt. Now we'll type pip and you should get this output. If you are not getting this output, check my previous videos, I told you about that. And now let's write pip install, or I'll just copy that code. Yeah, so first it's pip install speech recognition. I'll just copy it and then hit enter. I'll provide all these stuffs in the description and go and look at that thing. Now pip install wikipedia. It's showing me the requirement already satisfied because I've already installed them, and if you haven't installed them, go and install it right now because it's necessary for this tutorial. Now I'll copy this, paste it over here, hit enter. Okay, now we need to install PyAudio. So in few computers, if you type this, it will install PyAudio, but in other computers it will show an error. So for that I have a link in the description and just click on that. I'll just open it up. Yeah, so it shows PyAudio. Over here you can see many links, and this tells you which Python version, and according to your Python version you have to download it. So in the CMD, if you write Python, it shows me 3.9.1 my version, and so it will be this one and AMD 64 Win 32. Okay, so my version is this one, and if you have 64-bit PC you can go on the first link. I have 32-bit, so I'll go on the second link. Now we'll just download it up and go to our downloads. Over here I have this file, and in the top bar I'll write cmd. It will open the command prompt in the downloads directory. Now I'll write pip install, just write py and press tab. It will autocomplete and then hit enter. I've already installed it, so I won't install it again, but yeah, if you haven't installed it you should install it. So these are few requirements that we need to run all this stuff, and now let's start coding. So first thing we'll do is that we'll import few modules. So first we downloaded them, now we'll import them. So let's write import modules. Now to import modules, we'll write import and the module name. So the first module is pyttsx3. Then the second one is speech recognition SSR. So what it means that it will import speaker recognition, but instead of writing speech recognition 100 and thousands of times, we can simply specify it as SR. Okay, then we'll import the time module. It's pre-installed on your system. Then import date time, and then import web browser, then import Wikipedia. Okay, so these were the imports we need to have in our code. Now let's move on for the initialization. So to initialize our program, we'll first print something. Let's say initializing Alexis. So I'm gonna name this AI assistant as Alexis. You can name whatever you want. So initializing Alexis. Then we will create a variable which is engine equals pyttsx3 dot init and then sapify. So sapify is something that helps your computer to speak. So if you open a PDF using the Microsoft Edge, there is an option like speak aloud. So when you click on that, it speaks all the words written over there. So we're gonna import the same thing over here. And if you want to know more about Sapify, then you can Google it up and just write Sapify. Now we'll create another variable which is voices and then engine dot. First we'll use the get property. So we need to get the voices and then we'll write engine dot set property. It will set the property what we have first get. So set property voice and then voices, voices 0.id. So let's run our code and let's see what's the output. One code initializing Alexis and it gave me no error. And if you get an error, just check the spellings and all that stuff. Okay, now let's move on to the speak function. So it will speak out whatever we have written or whatever parameter we gave. So I'll create a function first, speak out, and inside it I'll have text. Now I'll have engine dot say the text and then engine dot run and wait. Okay, so now let's try it out. So first I'm gonna call this function speak out and I'll write share, or let's say programming with J. Now let's run this code.
Programming with J.
So you can hear what the computer is speaking. Okay, so let me just comment it out because I don't need it. Now we'll move on for the user input. So to get the user input, I'll create another function. So it will have user inputs. Okay, so I'll create a function known as orders because we are giving some orders to the computer. And then I'll have a variable r equals sr dot recognizer and then I'll have with sr dot microphone as source print listening and then create a variable audio equals r dot listen the source. So you might think it's a bit complicated, but it's just few modules of few functions of the modules. So we are taking the recognition class. I'll tell you what classes are in my later videos, but for now, just for joy, we'll create this AI assistant. So recognizer is a class, we are getting that from the module and all that stuff. Okay, so after that I'll write a try statement, try. So this is something that it tries whatever we have written inside this block, and then in the accept part it will see if there is an exception or something. If there is an error, it won't throw out the error, it will just write like, sorry, can you say it again please. Okay, so let's do it. So I'll write print recognizing and then I'll write, let's say, doubt. Yeah, it will work fine. Doubt equals r dot recognize Google. So there are many classes over there, but I'm going to use recognize Google. And first it is asking for audio data. So we have the audio data stored in the audio, and then it's asking for key. So language equals en US. So key equals none, it takes us as default, and show all is equals to false, means it takes these two parameters as default. So I'm just giving the language, and make sure you have it in the double quotes. This is what syntax is, I guess. Let me just see it once. Yeah, this is what it is. Then we'll have an accept block and write exception. And over here what we'll do is that we'll have doubt equal, okay, doubt equals none, and we'll speak out that, sorry, can you say it again. Okay, yeah, this will be nice. And over here we'll also do one thing. Let's just print what the user said. So print the user said, and we'll write doubt. Yeah, okay, and at the end we'll write a return doubt. Now we'll create a greet function which will greet us whenever we run the command. So def greet us, and inside this I'll create a variable known as r, create a variable as r, and okay, my bad, sorry guys, int datetime dot now dot r. So it will get us the current hour. Now what we'll do is that have an if statement. So if 0 is less than equals to r and the r is less than 12, which means that whenever it's 12, the midnight, from midnight till morning 12, it will wish us good morning, because that's the time we call it as good morning. So print good morning, and we'll also speak it out. So speak out good morning. Then in the elif part we'll write if the r is less than equals, sorry, if 12 is less than equals to r and the R is less than 18, which means around 6. So then we'll speak out good evening, or let's say good afternoon. Good afternoon, yeah. And in the else part, I'll write speak out good evening, yeah, that will be fine. So for the else part, I'll write this, and then let's call all the functions. So first I'll call the greeters function, and then we'll speak out hello, Alexis, what I can do for you. Yeah, this will be good. So let's run our code and see.
Good afternoon. Hello, I'm Alexis. What I can do for you?
Yeah, it says everything. So I guess that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and in our next video we'll talk about adding more functionalities to our AI bot. So stay tuned, stay connected, goodbye, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. And in this video I aim at least 5 likes. So hope you do that. Bye bye.